The following is a paid program. The views expressed are not necessarily those of the management or ownership of 1500 ESPN.
Hey, there you are. Come on in.
You've arrived at the place to discuss all things related to the home. Buying, selling, refinancing, remodeling, and much more. This is Minnesota Home Talk, on the air, live from the studios of AM 1500 KSTP. Now, here's your host, Jason Walgrave.
Good morning and welcome back. This is Minnesota Home Talk on 1500 ESPN Twin Cities. We are live every Sunday morning and on demand at minnesotahometalk.com. I'm your host, Jason Walgrave, with the Minnesota Real Estate Team, the #1 real estate team in Minnesota, and RE/MAX Advantage Plus. Also in studio, Mike Overson with Waterstone Mortgage. And because last week's show was so good, we've got Craig Nestor back with Minnesota Home Rescue Team. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Hey, day 4, State Fair. Let's deep fry it. Here we go.
Have you been out there yet?
You know, I have been, and I was at Woodbury Days yesterday, too, so I have a 5-year-old, and this is big stuff, these rides and these tickets, and I don't know how much I spent to actually stand there and get that plastic baseball bat that I got beat in the head with all the way home, but I was there.
Well, they've got, I know Woodbury's got a 5K this morning that my fiance and her mom are running in, so want to give a shout out to everyone running in the 5K in Woodbury this morning.
Look, when your mother-in-law runs 5 miles.
They asked me to join them, but of course I have to work this morning. So.
And you can't run 5 miles either, so.
No, I can't. 5K I can.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
not 5 miles. We got a big show this morning. We're going to be talking about time to buy. We're going to go over the local real estate market conditions. Zach was kind enough to send me with some REO hot deals, and we'd like to get started off with some pretty smoking deals out there. In Jordan, we've got a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home, 2006 built on 0.6 acres. It is just under 2,000 square feet. Sold back in 2006 for $344,000. On the market right now for $254,000. $90,000 off what it sold for in 2006. Over in Apple Valley, we've got a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 3-car garage, 3,000 square feet, 1996. Sold in 2006 for $382,000. On the market for $288,000, almost $100,000 less. In Eagan, we have a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,800 square foot home, 1997 built. It sold back in 1998, so Zach put a big circle around this. 1998, sold for $347,000. Currently on the market for $299,900. So even homes that sold that long ago, some pretty huge discounts. Over in Credit River Township, this is a custom home, custom built Rambler by JB Woodfitters. It is on almost 3 acres, 4,200 square feet, 4-bedroom, 4-bath. Sold in 2005 for $915,000. Currently on the market for $544,000.
Wow.
Jeez.
I mean, $400,000, almost $400,000 discount.
You can't build that house for $500,000.
You cannot build that house for $500,000. I
Amazing.
mean, the lot alone is worth $150,000, $200,000. You've got you're seeing Zach is starting to see more of those properties that are in that $400,000 to $600,000 range that are coming on the market. But I mean, we're seeing stuff that's $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 that was selling for $1 million.
Well, what we see in tracking foreclosures and sheriff sales, as I have the last 2.5 to 3 years, this really started with people that maybe shouldn't have got loans to begin with. I mean, there was some trials out there. Let's try to promote home ownership. Let's get some loans out there to people that maybe haven't typically qualified before in the past. And that program didn't really turn out so well. And, that was the first round of people that ran into trouble. The second round were people that on the stated income, stated assets, I can be a landlord, I can just sign my name, and all of a sudden I have a bunch of properties. That was the second wave that came right after that. That wasn't the end. I mean, it just kind of kept this monster, this economy kept eating its way up the food chain.
Yep.
And now we see these tremendous values at the price points between $200,000 and $500,000. It's just amazing.
It is amazing. I was talking to another agent a couple weeks ago, and she had just closed on a deal, a $3 million house in Minnetonka, on Lake Minnetonka. Did
you get that number for that girl that bought that $3 million?
Well, and the house was